Hi, today I want to talk about EV misinformation. I think it's very important that we set the record straight. And there was an article in AM Online, and that was their aim. Well, let me just see whose aim it was. It was Autotraders, Charge UK, Office of Zero Emission Vehicles, and the SMMT. So it's their aim to... so this information's also endorsed by the Department of Transport. The facts about EVs. All right, we'll go through them. As I say, you'll have watched my videos just lately and you'll have seen that I've got a bit of a down on Autotrader, and boy have I. Are they the biggest letdown ever, in my opinion? I don't get it. I don't get their agenda. I don't get why they're singling out EVs. They are there to sell cars for us dealers. You know, they don't get choice. They don't tell us, they can't tell us what we can sell. And if they do, shut your platform down. Just make it EVs only. At least let us know. You're doing more and more for EVs, trying to sell them. You inquire about an EV or you look at an EV, the next minute you get an email all about them. EV affordability increases as industry continues to battle misinformation. Now, to me, that implies it's misinformation towards EVs, but it's not. All the misinformation is coming from the EV side. You want the truth? Ask me. I'll do my best. It's by Tom Seymour on the 18th of March 2025. Electric vehicles are becoming increasingly more affordable as the price gap to petrol continues to fall and used availability widens, according to an industry campaign to address misinformation about the market segment. Autotrader, first name because it's biggest in the motor trade, the National Franchise Dealer Association, NFDA, Charge UK, and the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders, SMMT, are all working on a continued campaign on their combined initiative to combat misinformation surrounding electric cars. The facts are in a different colour. The facts about EVs. The upfront price difference between new electric and petrol cars has dropped from around 33% in November last year to 23% in March. Why do you think it's dropped? If they were selling, do you think it would drop? No. That's a fact. If they were selling, they wouldn't have dropped. If they were better than electric cars, they'd cost more. If they were more suitable for you than ICE cars, they would cost more. They ain't. The upfront price difference between new electric and petrol cars has dropped from around 33% in November last year to 23% in March. It's dropped 10% in 4 months. Do you think that's because electric cars are flying off the shelf? Do you think that's because people think that EVs are worth 33% more than an ICE car? No. I mean, it's obvious. That's the fact. The fact there, the fact to take from that is people don't want an electric car that is 33% dearer than an ICE car because it's not worth 33% more. It won't save them 33%. If it was 33% more and it saved them 75%, it's a no-brainer. But they don't. That's a fact. Fact number 2, the share of used electric cars that are now under 20,000 is now 2 in 5. 2 in 5. 38%, up from 1 in 3 in November. Now, you know EV people, they love to use percentages, and 38% to me doesn't sound as much as 2 in 5. And you know why that is? Because it's not. Because 2 in 5 is 40%, not 38%. We're going to come back to that. Shall we do it here or shall we embarrass them further down the line? There are now 29 new electric cars with a recommended retail price, RRP, of under £30,000. 29 new electric cars with a recommended retail price of under £30,000. The number of public charging points around the UK now stands at 75,675, with 15,109 of which are ultra-rapid chargers, up from 14,711. In how long? So what? What? It's up 400. Is that what you're telling me? They've got 400 more chargers, 400 more ultra-rapid chargers. Is that what you're telling me? In how long? Why haven't they put how long? Because it'd probably be about 1 a week, if that. That means nothing. Potential annual savings have increased from £750 to £790 as a result of rising fuel costs. ZapMap and the NFDA have committed to champion the initiative by promoting to their audiences, enabling the facts to be seen by even more consumers and retailers. These facts clarify points such as how electric cars are greener, are no more likely to catch fire than an ice, and that electric range and charging point availability is better than some might think. The data points will be regularly reviewed and updated, with new versions issued when required. The information is also endorsed by the Department of Transport. So let's have a look. What's EV pricing like? 2 in 5 used electric cars under 20,000. We'll examine that. So 2 in 5, fair enough. Autotrader UK. Now, there's a funny thing happening with electric vehicles because since last night, there's about 700 gone missing off Autotrader. Since last night. Who's been reporting sales overnight? I mean, I used to work long hours, but I didn't work overnight. And I think the last time I checked them last night was about 7 or 8 o'clock. And today, 33,989 cars. Well, petrol, we'll do petrol and diesel, just to make it a bit more interesting. Fuel type. Petrol, diesel. I'll leave hybrid out because they're like an in-betweenie. They can use male and female toilets, can't they? Do what they want, go where they want. Nobody can stop them. Park where they want. Fucking hybrids. So we've got 351,807 ICE vehicles. Let's just change the price up to 20,000. So there's 271,334 ICE vehicles up to 20,000. 271,334 divided by 351,807%. Wow, that looks like 77% to me. How many fifths is that, do you think? How many fifths is 77%? It's 3.85 fifths. Well, let's call it 4, eh? Let's round it up, you know. So 4/5 of used ICE cars on Autotrader are less than 20 grand. That's brilliant. That's brilliant, Baz. I tell you what, I bet Stephen Hawkins is turning in his grave. So let's get back. We'll do that. So that's rubbish. That 20,000, getting more affordable. Let me just take it a bit further. So there's 12,928 EVs under 20,000 divided by 271,334%. There's 95%. There's 95% more ICE vehicles under £20,000 than there are EVs. Look, ChatGPT. 95% to fifths. It's them that like fifths, not me. I'm happy with percentages. 4.75 fifths. What a joke. This is what I'd call dredging for headlines. Plumbing the depths, sinking to the bottom, right the very, very bottom, dragging some crap up and pretending it's good. There's 29 brand new electric cars, recommended retail price under £30,000. 29. Right, let's see if we can get my outside the box brain working. So we've got 1,218 EVs available up to £30,000. Let's go back to the price and we'll put any from £30,000. This 3,385 over £30,000. Petrol. There's 5,745 petrol and diesels over 30 grand. 3,407 petrol and diesels under 30k. Will my EV battery last? Data suggests you should expect your EVs to last as long as a nice car. Getting EVs repaired is getting easier with the increasing number of skilled technicians available. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is getting easier to repair. Well, no, it's not, is it? The repair is still as complicated. You still have to have all the sheep hooks cordoned off, flatten the battery before you actually work on it. The amount of people who actually know what's happening with an EV. As I say, we've got a guy who is absolutely brilliant. He teaches at university. He doesn't want to know. He doesn't want to know them. He rewrites programs for ECUs. He can do anything. He doesn't want to know EVs. What can I expect from a full charge? The average range of a new EV is more than 290 miles. That's about 2 weeks driving for most people. Well, is it? Because we need to know how that's calculated. I've calculated it, but they don't seem to take into account, could be right, 290 miles. But what they don't take into account is that you're not supposed to charge them over 80% really, because it ruins the battery. And you've not to let it get below 20%. So that's really only 60%, isn't it, that you can use. And then in winter, it drops again. So we'll say it's 50%. So it's not 290 miles, is it? It's not. Let's go to my favourite programme for the moment. What is the average distance that a diesel car can drive on a full tank? Right, so fuel, it depends on a few things. Fuel tank size and fuel efficiency. Well, again, you've got the same with EVs. You've got big batteries, little batteries. You've also got big, heavy, whatevers. and smaller electric vehicles like mine. Rough estimates: tank size 60 litres, fuel consumption equals 5 litres per 100 kilometres. I hope they're going to tell me that in math. Oh look, then small diesel car, 560 to 745 miles. SUV or larger diesel, 435 to 620 miles. Let's just have a look back there. I'll write this down so I don't get it wrong. 290 miles, but it's not 290 miles, is it? As we said before, the 20% and the 60%. We'll say that, you know, we'll forget about that. We'll forget about that, because imagine that it's a lovely sunny day and this guy's driving his EV and he's going to get 290 miles. He's charged it to 100%. He's not worrying about only getting down to 20%, which would knock like 60 miles off his range anyway, and then 60 miles off. But we'll forget about the 60 miles off the top. We'll say 60 miles. So 230 miles. No, Baz, don't be like cocking the figures up. 290 miles, we'll use their figures. It's a perfect day, perfect conditions, 290 miles that you're going to get. 290 miles there. How many fifths of 745 is 290? Find 1/5 of 745. 1/5 times 745 equals 149. Step 2, divide 290 by 149, which is a fifth. 290 over 149 equals 1.95. Final answer, 290 is approximately 1.9 fifths of 745. So what were we before? 38, 39% when it was working for them. So basically, you can drive 2/5. Baz, you know, let's go with a worse one. What's the worst one? 620 miles. 20. We know how to do it now, don't we? There you go, 1/5 of 620, 620 over 5 equals 124. Divide 290 by that fifth, 290 by the 124 equals 2.34. 290 is approximately 2.34 fifths. It's not half, is it? You can't go half as far in an EV as you can in a diesel. 290 miles, it's not a win, is it? It's not a win. Are EVs greener? Yes! Big letters, big bold letters. Typically, an EV emits just 1/3 of the harmful greenhouse gases of a petrol car during its lifetime. Its lifetime. But it doesn't actually get to parity until at least 23,500 miles. And there's plenty of people say it's a lot more. So at least 23.5. Not petrol's off. We'll go to electric cars. 34,974. Click on that. Filter and sort. Mileage to, you can't get 20,000, so we'll search, that's 22,000. And then we'll just do some messing about up here. 23.5. 23,000. $23,629. Knock the mileage out. 33. 23,974. 23,629 divided by 33,924%. 69.65% of all the vehicles for sale on Autotrader haven't even reached neutrality with a nice car yet. What do you think? I know what you're thinking. How many fifths is that? How many fifths of 33,924 is 23,629? So 3.48 fifths of the EVs for sale on Autotrader haven't reached break-even point yet. But over the lifetime, not only that, I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. Our EV's greener. So at the moment, I would say no. What about running costs? Save up to £790 a year. That's... What does that say? Oh, hang on. Save up to £790 a year. What does that say? What about running costs? Save up to 700. If you mostly charge at home compared to ICE. What about if you don't mostly charge at home? What about if you're me and I can't charge my car at home? Well, all right, now, Baz, stop nitpicking. You're an EV FUD buster. Is that right? Or I'm just a FUD? You hate, we'll go with you hate EVs. Right, so Baz, you know, don't do that because you let yourself down and you're a blight on the motor trade. Been a blight for 50 years, what can I say? Old habits die hard, eh? So if you mostly charge at home, okay, let's have a look. I think, where was it here? Car dealer, here we go. Drive her success. Estelle Miller from EV Experts. Nothing whatsoever against them. Honestly, I decided years ago to specialise in minis. And after I hadn't sold a car for 8 weeks, I decided it wasn't such a good idea. So I just went back to like doing other stuff. Nothing against her. Used EV dealer wants the government to give consumers some clarity about the future. She says it's been a challenge in their dealership for years because customers don't know what's coming. Estelle Miller from EV Experts appears on Drive Her Success podcast, sharing what brought her to car sales. Used car dealer Estelle Miller of EV Experts explained how lack of government clarity about electric cars was damaging their business and has been for years. She must really like selling EVs then, that's all I can say. Because if that was such a problem, you wouldn't sell them, would you? But they're flying off the shelves now, so she's all right. They're flying off the shelves and EVs are stabilising. And there's a product shortage. If you get the perfect storm, a shortage, vehicles flying off the shelf, everybody wants them, what happens? Exactly, that's just what we want to happen with EVs. We want everybody to want them so that EV prices will go up. That's what we all want. We want everybody to want them. We want people to be sold them who need them, and we want enough people who need them not to get rid of them after a week because they think they're shit. Okay? That's it. That's all we need. Autotrader, here we go. EV Experts of Surrey. I'm sure that's the right one. They did have 2 garages, but they had lots of trouble. They dug the road up that they were on, and it was causing all sorts of problems because all the customers couldn't get there to buy vehicles. So they shut it. Most of them, and trust me, I'm not making fun. I promise you, I've had hard times in the motor trade and nearly cried myself to sleep some nights. So I'm not making fun, but most of the deals these days are done over the internet. You sign most people up over the internet, you take a deposit. If those people are going to come, they've got a deposit. It's not going to stop them. Nobody goes on the forecourts these days. You can sit there all day and not see anybody. I used to be juggling 4 and 5 couples on the forecourt at the same time, trying to decide which customer was going to buy a car. Even worse when you're with 4 or 5 salesmen and a load of people pull up at the same time. You've got to scan them, make a decision. Which one of those? Who's got the best part exchange? Who do I think I'll be able to deal? Who's got the worst part exchange? And it's like the Terminator. You know when the Terminator like eyes up a kill and you see all the numbers going in his eyes? That's what a salesman's like. A salesman on commission is faster than the Terminator seeking a kill. You scan them, you see them, you make a judgment what they're wearing, what car, do they look like they've got money, how old's the car, do they look like they're just looking, have they got the mother with them, is it Mother's Day? If it is, hide, because they're going to dump the mother with you on your desk and she's going to sit there while they plan on how to spend her money. Anyway, I digress. So EV Experts, as I say, I'm really, I promise you, I'm not trying to make light of this, but they've closed one of the garages. I'm not sure the reasons given are 100%. I've packed, again, cards on the table. I've packed in the motor trade this year because, and we sell ice, because the effect that EVs are having on the motor trade, even affecting ice, I think I'm just going to sit there for a year of my life, waste it, and not have made any money. I'm 66, I don't know how long I've got left. All the guys in my family died at 62. I'm the oldest guy in our family for generations. I don't know how long I've got left. Do I want to sit there at the garage waiting for people not to come? No, I don't. So I retired. So, again, if you'll take that into account, allow me some leeway with my comments. I will never make fun of a garage having a bad time. I've been there. It's not nice. Hopefully these people aren't having a bad time. Hopefully it was the road. Hopefully they'll do all right. I really hope they do. I promise you, I do. No malice, nothing. But they do seem to go to them for a comment. So we'll just say, you've forgotten what I was talking about now, haven't you? Me too, really. What about running costs? Save up to £790 a year. EV Experts. We've got 26 cars. I've looked at, these people are doing everything right. They're doing all the cars, that's just how I do it. All the cars are facing in the same direction, virtually the same background. They've got the logo, they've got nice writing, all the good price, fair price, good price, doing everything right. Look like good, nice stock. Would I buy them? There's nothing there that I wouldn't buy. Nothing at all there that I wouldn't buy. So, they're lovely. They're doing everything right. Any customer that goes to their garage can save up to £790 a year. So long as they do most of the charging at home, they can save up to £79. Because that's what it says in this fact sheet. Fact. The facts. The facts. There we go. The facts. save up to £790 a year. We'll go back. Now what we'll do, we'll just enable AT price tracker. We'll go back to EV Experts and we'll refresh. And then we'll scoot to the bottom because that's where it tells the story. If I'm right, 2021 71 reg, Volvo XC40, down £2,100. In fact, they've just reduced it by 400 quid on the 20th, down by £2,100. If somebody had bought that a couple of months ago, how were they going to save £790? Oh, okay. Down £1,300 in Nissan Araya. Again, I think that's been reduced twice, just in March alone. Down £3,100. A Peugeot E208 with 3,100 miles, down by £3,100, 12% in 2 months. So the EV Experts have this Peugeot E208. It's a 50 kilowatt GT 11 kilowatt charger, 5-door, 3,100 miles, 2024 on a 24 plate. It was first advertised on the 14th of the 12th, 2024. We're now on the 23rd of the 3rd, 2025. On the 7th of the 1st, 2025, it was 25 grand. A week later, 14th of the 1st, 2025, 23,900. 6th of the 2nd, 2025, 23,500. 1st of the 3rd, 2025, when all the experts were telling us that EV prices were stabilising, EV residuals were stabilising, you know, and it was all good. 5th of the 3rd, 2025, down to 21,900. That's been dropped in 3 months, £3,100 or 12%. And that's showing on Autotrader as good price. Now, that does say it's an 11 kilowatt charger. Why has it dropped like that? £3,100. They won't have £3,100 in that car, I'm telling you. There is no way in hell that it's still on profit there. So, why has it gone down? I'll take you to Autotrader. Autotrader today. Look at Arnold Clark's Peugeot E208, 50 kilowatt GTs. These say 7.4 kilowatt charger, 5 miles, 2025, 25 plate, £20,998. EV Experts, there, 2024, 24 with 3,100 miles on, is 21,900. Arnold Clark's, pre-registered, any amount to choose from, 51 kilowatt GT Auto, 7.4 kilowatt charger, 5 miles on the clock, 2025, 25 plate, £20,998. When was this registered? Pre-registered, reported as sold in March. Vehicle registered 17th of the 3rd, 2025. Why have they registered that, you ask? Because, of course, everybody's registering them to beat the expensive car tax. Unfortunately, this wouldn't qualify for it. So why have they registered it? Look at the damage they're causing pre-registering it to people who are trying to make an honest living selling good cars. If I go here and I go to 2024, 59 search, just go to the bottom. Well, look at that. Look how much they've been reduced. 6,960. Why have they been reduced? Because they're 2024 24 plates and they're still not cheap enough. Next one, Renault Megane E-Tech, down £1,000, down 500, down 600, down 500, down 2,000. That one, flipping that, something must have happened terribly, catastrophically, because that is down £2,000 since the 23rd of the 1st. What do you think could possibly happen to force these EV experts to reduce that car by £2,000? Any answers? Volvo XC40. It's done 17,800 miles. It's a 2021 on a 71. How can that drop 7%? Let's just check when it was first registered. 19th of the 11th, 2024. Dropped 600. Dropped 400. Dropped 200. drop 400, drop 600, drop 500, drop 300. On the 5th of the 3rd, 2025, they dropped it 27,500. On the 12th of the 3rd, they put it up to 27,800. On the 20th of the 3rd, they dropped it to 27,400. Fair enough, they do. Sometimes you'd laugh at this, but sometimes you can put a car up and it will sell. I don't know why, sometimes it just happens. You just hit the right point. But Volvo XC40, why do you think that has dropped like that? Any ideas? Any ideas about what makes vehicles depreciate? Any ideas about what makes vehicles depreciate when they're flying off the shelf, there's a shortage, prices have stabilised? Any idea what would make? I'm going to tell you, you're going to like this. Let's go to Autotrader. Autotrader, who are part of this, that just release these facts. This is why they get on my nerves. I used to be Autotrader's biggest fan. You can look back through my tweets. I used to love Autotrader. Always have done. Wheels come off. Big time. So, what makes things depreciate? Let's go. We've gone to EVs. We'll just go to 25 plate, make and model. It's gone back to relevance, so it always goes to relevance, which is a shit search. Volvo, 719 vehicles. We want EX40s. We're trying to find out why the EV experts, because I'm no expert, so I'm just trying to work out, just using my 50 years of experience in the motor trade, why that vehicle would go down if used EVs are flying off the shelves. Why would it go down? EX40, there's 103 EX40s. Let's see, any variant. Single motor range, there's 69 of those. So we'll go there, single motor range. We'll search 69 cars. And then, of course, we'll do the other thing because it's gone to relevance. And if we look at gone to relevance, you'll see usually Autotrader's relevance isn't your relevance. You see, there's a Volvo X30 there. You may also like. There's an ad here. Image coming soon. Why would I want to see a picture of a car charging? Why would that be relevant to me? Yeah, it's not, is it? Well, next one. You may also like, there's a lease deal. There's an ad here for a Skoda. Now, I've put in, I want a Volvo EX40, single motor extended range, up to 2025. Autotrader's relevance thinks I might want a new all-electric Skoda L-Rock. Or a brand new one on lease. This is making me sick. Ad, same one look, ad. You may also like Volvo X30. You may also like lease deal. What a state. What a 2 and 8 this website is now. Ad, you may also like. It's a dog's dinner, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's a dog's dinner. All that is just, it's like a digital dashboard these days. What do you look at on your digital dashboard? Speedo and rev counter. What did you used to have on? And sorry, oil, well, not these days because they're all idiots and think they don't need servicing. Rev counter, speedo, oil pressure, coolant temperature. That's what you need to look at. Not inclinometer, not G-force, not which bit of your battery's charging, not all the other crap. That's what you need. So relevance, we don't want relevance. And if you're still with me, what causes depreciation? That causes depreciation. That's exactly what causes depreciation. Manufacturers and dealers pre-registering electric vehicles and then advertising them straight away. Volvo EX40. Listed today. It's Sunday today. 23rd of the 3rd, 2025. There's somebody in listing Volvos. So here we go. That's 25, that's 25, that's 25. These are all 25 plates. Oh, all right, Baz, when were they registered? I'm glad you asked me. When were they registered? Description, what can you expect? Read more. When were they registered? 17th of the 3rd, 2025. What we on? 23rd. They've been registered less than a week. They've done delivery miles. They're up for sale. Why? Back to results. We'll go back to results. So you've got all these. They've not even taken photographs of these, which again gets me. Look at this. Out of the first 8, there's only 2 with photographs. Out of the first 12, there's only 4 with photographs. Out of the first 16, there's only 6 with photographs. And look at that. There's an ad for a Renault Scenic. I want Autotrader. I've put it in the search. I want a Volvo EX40, single motor extended range, up to 2025. I don't want a Renault Scenic electric. Which bit of that is too difficult for you to understand? Right, Buzz, we're still on 2025s here. There's 25 plates. All these look 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. Now then, now it starts to show here, look. We've got, well, let's go to the bottom. Let's see about the ones that have been here for a bit. With Autotrader price tracker on. Now we're getting to see it, aren't we? 2024 on a 74 plate. Let's have a look when it was registered. Seventeenth of the 9th, 2024. How many miles has it done? 4,000 miles. So if you can get a new 25 plate for, was it 43? How much do you think? So if we go back here. So on the 26th of 10, 2024, this was advertised at 45 grand. It's now dropped £5,250. They still haven't sold it. It's not worth that, is it? That's got a good price. Because there's now 25 plates. Oh dear. Got a demonstrator here. That's at £46,990. 3,000 miles on. It's been reduced by 11,000 quid. So let's just check that. That's an Ultra. Single motor, extended range, 78 kilowatt, Ultra Black, Volvo EX40, £45,499. I'm assuming delivery miles, although it doesn't say there. And then we go down to the one at the bottom. Single motor, extended range, Ultra Auto. They want 46,990 for a 2025 74 plate. That's done 3,000 miles. When was it registered? Second of the 1st, 2025. It's 2 months old. It's 2 months old with 3,000 miles on, and they're trying to get more. Then you can just go and buy a brand new delivery miles, basically, that's not been anywhere. Shit rolls downhill. Volvo XC40, £27,400, down £2,100. Could you save £790 by charging that a tone, do you think? What about this dealer, look? This dealer, he'll have a charging point there, won't it? Won't cost him anything to charge. Down £11,000, minus 19%. And it's still too dear. There's another £5 to go off that, I'm afraid. Do I need to worry about fire risks? EVs are less likely to catch fire than ICE cars. They don't know that. They really don't know that. I'm following a site that reports on proper EV fires. And the fact that I think it takes, did he say 4,000 gallons of water to put an ICE car out? It takes approximately 10 times the amount of water to put an EV out. And because of the batteries giving off noxious fumes, I'm afraid this is another example where the facts aren't the facts. And as long as they keep giving out facts like this, they will create buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse is even worse than pre-registering vehicles, because if a buyer, if you sold somebody a car that doesn't suit them, everybody in the pub, everybody on Facebook, everybody on Instagram, everybody they know at work, all the family will get to know about it. This fact sheet doesn't help matters. These people aren't helping matters. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.